Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video here detailing with Gary. So basically, if you got a 2016 Chevy Cruze LT, or basically kind of like any Chevy Cruze, probably from like the year 16 and up, this would be the video for you. So basically, if you're gonna be replacing your speakers on your car, basically a speaker, let me show you guys this one. So you're gonna have your speaker like this. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'll kind of move my light over here because I don't want to get my ring light out. So basically you got your magnet and everything, and then to basically put the new one in, it might be smaller, and so it fits easy since it has clips to the door. What you're going to want to do is basically on all these like little sections here, so like as you kind of see like up here, you're going to want to put the screwdriver in there, and then just gonna tap it out by each section, and then it's gonna kind of start ripping, and then at the end it should kind of look something like this, where you just kind of have this piece right here. So basically anything that is connected to the plastic, you're just gonna want to trim out. As you see, this was my first one, so I kind of messed up right there, but it's fine because I got an extra one, so instead of 4 speakers I got 5. So if this one I don't want it, I could just switch it out for the other one. I just can't mess up on the rest of them. But as you see, kind of like, it's kind of hard to tell, but like right here I got a bigger chunk, so you could just go over it with like some tin snips or something like that, and then just kind of get this smooth, or kind of like small grinder or sandpaper, grind these nice and smooth, so that way your new speaker kind of fits in here, and then you still got that original clip from the car and everything, so that way everything fits nice and properly. So I'm gonna basically do the same thing on this one. I kind of started here. I'm gonna kind of try to flip the camera and show you guys with the light, just so you guys could give yourself an idea. But basically these you won't need, so you can mess them up unless you're trying to preserve them or keep them. Then I would say kind of don't do it, because once you do this, it's kind of like no turning back. But then you would basically have to wire your new speaker to like the old one. So you want to use this harness that's back here, the one right there, the little cube thing. You wouldn't be using that anymore, so you would just cut the wires and then match the color to color, so that way you get that sound. But let me show you guys real quick what I'm talking about. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see right there with the screwdriver, I kind of just ram it through. So basically what you're trying to separate is all this speaker mount stuff. So all of this plastic right here, you could even kind of try to get as close as possible with it. And then kind of like there's one right there to separate, the one upper lower right there, these two, and then kind of getting between those two and those two. So it's just kind of just separating it apart, so that way you just have the shell. So basically once you take it all apart, it should kind of look something like that right there. But all you need is literally a hammer, a screwdriver, and then basically that's how it comes off. So that's literally like in there, and then once it comes out, it's literally everything that's around there. So that's kind of like, you won't be needing this thing because your speakers will come with all the wiring stuff, all the things you need and all that good stuff. So basically just hitting your screwdriver like on edges, like right there. I would hit it right there, right there, right there, and then right there. So I'm basically gonna do these, and then I'm probably gonna record maybe just one, so you guys could kind of get yourself an idea of how to do it. But then these are basically gonna be garbage, so you could be tossing those, because those aren't gonna work anymore, because you're gonna have new ones. But all you basically need is this shell. So just try not to damage any of the outside, as I did right there. If not, you could cover it with maybe some duct tape or something, but it's just to kind of hold the sound in place, and it sounds better for quality wise. But because like some speakers, they're not gonna fit like on the OEM door panel, so you might have a gap. So maybe later on, not right now, I'll probably end up taking those door panels on the Cruze and then maybe throwing these in there, but that's not a for sure yet. Just kind of like an idea. But for you guys, if you guys are gonna start to do this, this is a great option. So that way the noise and everything kind of traps in there and it gives you that 10 times better sound than like rattling noises and all that in your door panel using screws and all that. Just one clip holds it in place. This part goes on the bottom, this part goes on top, and then just like that. Alright guys, so you just need basically a screwdriver, a hammer, and then I could have used a little bit of better lighting, so sorry about that, but you're just gonna, between the speaker and that kind of like black thing kind of just around it, you're just gonna basically want to separate those two, so that way at the end the speaker kind of just separates from that kind of like bracket piece, like the molding that's kind of like holding it. So this one, since I already had other ones, the kicker ones, I just decided to kind of beat up the speaker, so I didn't really care. But if you're kind of trying to save it or whatever, then you could try to be a little bit more careful. But I don't think you could really save it if you kind of just do this, what I'm doing. But then it's just gonna kind of like help you like get that better sound, just because it is like original factory thing that kind of goes around it. Because like if you replace them with other ones, you might have like a little gap on your other ones, unless like you get lucky enough and then they actually match up. Just that way it isn't hollow. This is kind of like what it's for. So kind of after messing it for a while, here's a clip. You're just gonna basically, it should come right off just like that. So basically that is it, how to basically kind of like replace that part on your speaker. So if you got a 2016 Chevy Cruze or higher and you're trying to kind of replace it, just save that trim piece, cut it out with that screwdriver and hammer, and then you're gonna have that black piece around there, and then that is basically how you do it. And then you're just gonna like screw it with the screws or whatever with the drill thing, and then after that you should be set, be able to put it on your car. And then yes, you're gonna have to connect all those wires, just color match what color goes with what, and then you should be all set. And then it should fit nicely on your door, just because it is the OEM one, so it has all the holes that match up, the clips and all that good stuff, so that's a plus. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Peace.